Neuroscientists, philosophers, astrophysicists, quantum experts, medical doctors, and psychologists have long contemplated into the most important existential question of who am I? They have tried their best to produce models of consciousness, and many of them do not believe that each individual has a unique identity called the soul. According to them, man is just a neural processor who can sense, feel, think, and act. We are just biomachines. All ancient wisdom traditions knew the truth. They exactly knew the solar system, every intricate detail of the planets, its nature, and they made images of the planets in their energy centers called temples, not long before ridiculed in the name of idol worship. What I am talking about is an ancient language Tamil, which had explained about the soul in its purest form as coded message thousands of years ago and has waited for this right moment to reveal the secrets. In a never before occurrence in this age, higher light beings have descended at a place called Gnanalayam, or the Wisdom Temple in Pondicherry, India, to help do the work of God, to help in the transition from Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga, or the Golden Age. They have started to give messages which are published as books in the most scientific manner possible, so no human being is left lurking in the dark for want of rational. During the transition of every age, the soul was never destroyed, but during the culmination of this age, the soul will be lost forever, if not liberated. Hearing the deep cries of the soul, the divine masters have descended to provide redemption from the cycle of birth and death. We are living at a time where another rebirth may not see the light of the day as the world undergoes its own labor pains. God has chosen a guru who has traveled for aeons despite the warnings of our father, a great saint who lived ages ago called Bharadwaja Maharishi. He said, "My son, liberate yourself. You do not want to be born again at the end of times when humans have lost their humanity, lost sense of why they are born, and will be so ignorant that they would not know their soul." For which the Guru replied, "No, father, it is my duty to serve God and to bring back his children to him." The descended masters at Gnanalayam temple have explained in great detail every minute aspect of creation. A most recent book titled Human Brain, the Royal Gland is the English translation of the Tamil original book narrated by Lord Murugar. It decodes the Kabbalistic tree of life. Kabbalah refers to the skull in the Tamil language. This magnum opus is a scientific revelation of the unknown 6 glands of the human brain surrounding the pituitary gland in a perfect manifestation of the solar system, the macrocosm, inside the human brain, the microcosm. The 48 chapters of this book explains the formation of the brain and its core connection with the cosmos. It explains on the mineral molecules of mercury, copper, gold, silver, and iron found in the rays of the sun and how they provide energy to the functioning of the body. Sunlight, absorbed by the soul atom in the midbrain, is passed on to the pineal gland, which splits it into electrical and magnetic waves and sends it to the pituitary gland, which segregates the mineral molecules to the 3 glands in the cerebrum and the 3 glands in the cerebellum. So what is the soul? Is it an apparition? One of the first books released by the Wisdom Temple, yet to be translated in English, called Autobiography of Soul, known as Atmavin Suyasaridai in Tamil, narrated by the famous Valmiki Maharishi, talks about the location of the soul atom in the midbrain and the 10 layers of spiraling electrons within the neurons extending from the midbrain to the pituitary gland in a conical spiral, and the soul particles embedded within them holding memories of different aeons in space-time geometry. The great sage Agastya, as explained in the book Autobiography of God, which is yet to be released, that the soul is an atom composed of millions of mercury particles which was formed through the intergalactic vortex spirals between the outer galactic disk and the Milky Way in the space. When the big explosion happened to form the sun and the planets, the brilliant core of the sun was the residing place of the God particle, and as it exploded, many subparticles formed into souls as they entered through the core of each planet. The fully formed soul atom was attracted by planet Earth and manifested across several life forms in the evolutionary cycle. As humans evolved, the soul enters the brain of the fetus during the 10th month of the fetus development and seats itself in the midbrain, also called the primitive brain, in the region between the interpeduncular fossa and substantia nigra. Eventually, the soul particles formed of mercury are attracted by the electrons within the neurons due to desire. Unless the soul particles inside the electrons gets back to the soul atom, rebirth occurs due to the weight of the soul atom and the earth gravity. So what prevents the soul particles to get back to the soul atom? It is the 3 acidic toxic waste layers accumulated through the many births which clogs the blood. The first toxic layer is called Maya, which is also known as illusion. The second toxic layer is Karma, which is nothing but reason. And the third toxic layer is Pride, the hardest of the 3 layers. These toxic waste physically manifest upon birth, forming 7 veils of ignorance, 3 scales behind each eye, and 1 toxic layer covering the soul atom that keeps the soul locked firmly in the physical realm forever. So what is the role of the Guru in the wisdom temple? The chosen Guru acts as a channel for the divine, helping people remove their accumulated toxic waste to destroy the impressions of Maya, Karma, and ego. This happens through a powerful process of Diksha, an energy transmission process in which high electromagnetic energy from the divine beings is transferred to the participants through the chosen Guru in the quantum space. Following the Diksha on a chosen auspicious day is the soul liberation event, where the soul is taken on a great cosmic journey through the light bridge created by the Guru to meet the Creator and return back safe. This process completes the purpose of our birth and will finally empower the soul to free itself completely in crossing the great ocean of rebirth. There is no greater truth than love, and empathy alone is eternal. Visit us at www.enlightenedbeings.org and register for the next Diksha event happening on the 2nd and 3rd of July.